Hi, I'm Simone, and here with me today is Stephanie Billen, Anne Cawthorn, and Pete Stelling. We are members of the Chapel-en-le-Frith Creative Writing Group, and you can find out more information about the group on chapelarts.org.uk. This year we're taking part in the Buxton Fringe, which is an annual event running from the 1st of July to the 19th. And you can find out more about Buxton Fringe on the buxtonfringe.org.uk. We've recorded a series of folk tales and some lockdown poems. But today, Stephanie, Anne and Pete are going to perform a follow-on from Anne's coronavirus lockdown sketch with our characters Doris, Ethel and Fred. Doris and Ethel are two elderly neighbours that meet each morning for a chat over a cuppa. Doris is a widow since her husband Bert died 4 years ago. And Ethel lives with her long-suffering husband Fred. Now, lockdown is still firmly in place with our sketch, and Doris is making another daring visit to Ethel and Fred to have a coronavirus catch-up over a cuppa and some freshly baked cake.
Come on in, Doris, and sit down. You look flustered.
I am. I nearly got caught by the old bat across the road. She'd just set off on her daily walk, so I thought the coast was clear. But as I was about to sneak through the gate, she turned back for her umbrella.
Oh, what did you do?
Well, I bobbed down behind the hedge until she was out of sight, and I nearly toppled over.
Funny you should mention her, Doris. She rang the other day saying that she needed to speak to both of us. It was a command, not a request.
So we met her on the drive, 2 meters apart, of course.
Oh, I bet you wondered if she had spotted me sneaking into your house last week.
Well, we knew it was serious just by looking at her. She'd got her arms folded across her ample bosom, just like this.
And a face like a slapped ass.
What had rattled her cage then?
Well, our Aldi booze order had been delivered to her house instead of here. To say she was indignant was an understatement. She kept saying that the neighbours would think that she was an alcoholic.
What did you say?
I told her that I would tell them the booze delivery was for us and not to worry, as they already knew we were alcoholics.
Oh, does that go for me, Fred?
Yes, definitely. That's why we're friends.
Well, as it's only 11 o'clock, we'd better just have a brew and a piece of cake for now then.
Good idea. I'll put the kettle on.
Oh, things are getting really bad now with this coronavirus. People are dying, left, right and centre.
It seems as to be getting us old ones, especially those in nursing homes and the poor NHS staff who come from abroad.
Yeah, and poor Boris. He's in a bad way, you know. He's been moved into intensive care. If he dies, it makes you wonder who would be Prime Minister.
Oh, I hope it won't be that funny little man who complained on the bus with Boris for Brexit.
No, I agree too.
Yeah, and we used to watch the government's daily briefing at 5 o'clock, but we've stopped it now. It just depresses us.
Oh, I used to watch it while I was having my tea time gin and tonic, but I've decided not to bother. I just have my G&T now instead.
Very wise, Doris.
Well, they just say the same thing every day. Stay safe, stay home and wash your hands.
Well, I'm going to keep self-isolating. You don't know who's a super spreader, do you?
It could be anybody. So don't be sneaking a toy boy in, Doris.
Oh, I should be so lucky. It's a long time since I had any excitement like that, Fred. Anyway, thanks for the brew. I'd better be off before the old bat catches me sneaking out.
Stay safe, Doris, and don't forget to take the gin and wine order with you.
Oh, thanks. I'll be able to have a little tipple at tea time. But I don't know how safe my liver will be at the end of lockdown. Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Thank you, Steph, Anne and Pete. Always interesting to hear what Doris, Ethel and Fred are up to, especially in lockdown. So nice to hear a little follow on from our first sketch a couple of weeks ago. Now, we've got a couple more things that we've recorded, that we've written. Pete has got a short story. Are you okay to do that, Pete, now?
If you wish, yes.
Okay.
A Lockdown Folktale. When lockdown was announced, I knew just the place to go. A remote farmhouse, used as a holiday let. Perfection. I could isolate for eternity. Well, at least I could safely stay here for at least 3 months. I arrived with my supermarket stash, which took hours to unpack. I was probably the one who cleared all the shelves. The first couple of nights were okay. I busied myself collecting wood for the burner and various tasks that left me energy sapped, so I slept well. The third night, though, well, I heard all sorts of noises, like people arguing, seemingly distant, coming from the field beyond the barn. At the weekend, I ventured out at night, tiptoeing towards the barn, at which point the noises ceased. On the Sunday morning, I rang the owner-letter of the property. Ah, he said, that's Mascarenhas, the lodger with the old tenant farmer and his wife. He then related the tale to me. Mascarenhas had arrived from one of the poorer European states seeking work. The farmer employed him and found he was a very hard, conscientious worker. He could turn his hand to anything, to driving a tractor and looking after the sheep and cows, milking, whatever task he was given, Mascarenhas performed it well. So when the farmer went to market, he said to Mascarenhas, "Make sure you look after my wife while I'm away." Mascarenhas did. In fact, he did it so well, the farmer's wife encouraged her husband to go to market more often. The time came when he'd had a good drink with his farming colleagues and he would stay away overnight. Unfortunately, Mascarenhas and the wife slept in one morning and were caught in the act. There was evidently a set-to in the barn, in which the farmer shot Mascarenhas, and to dispose of the body, he put him in the slurry tanker with its revolving blades and spread all the fields on the farm. The wife left, was never to be seen again. The farmer, so overwhelmed with the work he now had to do, that he gave up the tenancy. And then the letter owner said to me, "Wait until it rains and then ring again," adding, "Light a candle in the barn with the name Mascarenhas on a piece of card and all the night noises will go away." I did this and the noises stopped and I slept well thereafter. As for the rain, I had to wait 3 weeks for a really good shower, but then the following morning, a fresh flush of grass grew on all the surrounding fields, and a week later, they were covered in blood-red poppies. I also survived lockdown. Thank you.
Thanks, Pete. Now I'm going to have a go at reading a poem that Jill Radcliffe from the group has written, and that's called A Girl and a Cat. There was a girl and a cat on the very first day. Next day, the girl put on a hat and sat with her cat. Day 3, the girl just sat with her cat, the cat wearing her hat. Day 23, the cat ate a spider. While her eyes got wider and wider, the girl just sat. Day 40, the cat ate a bee. For her tea, the girl watched anxiously. whatever day it was next, it rained. The girl and her cat sat inside, the cat on the mat. And so it went on, day after day after day, rain or shine. And so they still sat, girl and cat, both starting to get fat. The cat stopped hunting mice. She could hardly move. The mice played and played. They ran. The cat got ragged, as she couldn't chase them anymore. The girl went to the house once, but couldn't get through the door. Then it grew colder, and a sharp snowflake fell. Soon more and more, thicker and faster, while the girl and the cat still sat. Colder and colder until they froze, which was a shame, as lockdown finished the day after. Thank you, Jill, for that. And thank you everybody for watching. We've got a few other clips on YouTube which you can have a look at for the stuff that we recorded for the Buxton Fringe. So hope you have a look at that, and we'll see you another day.